Lipo massage, myths busted, what you need to know. Okay, so there is a big drive now, which is amazing because it's not been like this before, about having lymphatic drainage after you've had surgery, particularly plastic surgery, which is very specialized. Okay, so that's great. However, there are different types, different styles, different ways of doing lipo massage. We always recommend the VODA method, which is a light pumping of the skin, because the lymphatic vessels that we're trying to help to work more effectively are just in the skin. So it's really important that you don't go any harder. Now, I had someone yesterday who came, they'd been to Turkey, and there the surgeon said they were doing not the surgeon, the therapist said that they were doing the VODA method, but what they were actually doing was something entirely different. And it's actually just a little bit scary that some people don't really understand or haven't even bothered to do the training on what the VODA method is and what it is that patients need after surgery. So they were going in, they were opening up the incision wounds, and then they were forcing through the fluid so that it goes out of these incision wounds. That is not the VODA method. The VODA method is not just moving lymphatic fluid through a hole. It is stimulating your lymphatic system in a really gentle manner to work as effectively as it can. Now, there's some other types like Brazilian lymphatic drainage or even deep lymphatic drainage. Now, we're not against these. They each have their place and we do them. However, after surgery, they're going too deep. They create more inflammation. When you have more inflammation, not only does that work against your healing because you're creating more inflammation, which is trying to heal you. You know, if you have an autoimmune disease, that's an excess of inflammation, and how sick people are when they have any number of different autoimmune diseases. It can be a problem. So you're not trying to create more inflammation. You're trying to take that inflammation down so that the body can push new blood into the area and take the waste out effectively. Okay. So when it's a deeper method and you're creating more inflammation, you're working against you. When you're working against you, the knock-on effect further on down the line is that you probably will have more fibrosis, which is when that tissue goes hard, and you'll see that in some of our other videos as well. So when that tissue goes hard, it's almost like soap-like under the skin. And we've got some pictures that you can have a look at on some of the other videos. So just do that, do your research and make sure and ask the questions of the people that you're going to. If you need to have a virtual consultation with us, you absolutely can. You can book that in on our telephone number, 044 77579 46023. Okay, 0044 775 07757944623. It's trying to put that international code on the front, but you got it. Okay, so just please be careful. Some of the other myths is that lymphatic drainage is enough. It isn't. Okay, you need the garment, and there's some links in the information below. You absolutely need an awesome garment. Don't just go on Amazon and get a cheap one, because it will save you so much heartache, so much pain, so much money in having someone rectify the problems that come if you have a decent one. And Lipoelastic are the ones that we usually recommend. They're available worldwide. There's a discount code below as well, so you can get them. Now, it's also not a substitute for moving around, because we're only going to see you, even if we see you every day, for an hour at a time. So you must move, but you must move within the realms of what is feasible for your body. And it will tell you if you're absolutely shattered, you do not push through that, you go to sleep. But when you wake up again and you feel invigorated, then you're moving around again, because that will help to stimulate your lymphatic system in between your appointments with us. Okay. And then one of the other myths is that lymphatic drainage is the only type of massage that you need. And generally speaking, it's not, because at some point your garment will get a little bit big, or you'll start to feel relaxed and not have as regular lymphatic drainage massages. And that's fine, that's absolutely fine. But what you might find is there are areas then that get the fibrosis because the garment's got a bit big before you replaced it with a tighter one. And so we just need to work those, and we use different techniques for that. It just depends on your body. But it's not just lymphatic drainage. People are like, I've had lymphatic drainage because I've been really diligent. I've had it 3 times a week. I'm 2.5 weeks in now. I've had all of these lymphatic drainages, and I've still got fibrosis, because it's either someone who's not understanding the entire process, the lymphatic drainage wasn't the right kind of lymphatic drainage for post-surgery, or just that your garment isn't tight enough at this point, that therapist didn't understand, they didn't spot it, and it's time for a new one, and now we need to use different